Heart is like a jar of pickles, kinda sour, kinda sweet, soaked in brine. No sandwich to pair with, lower than a side dish, no deep fry that I can call mine. My heart is like a jar of capers, a ball of salt that won't go by itself. Pasta to compliment.
Svetlana, the firefly in the room.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we will have a repot with me, propagate with me. Just do stuff with your plants that you usually do, and at the same time I will be chatting about this weekend because we had so many adventures and I thought why not to combine two videos. I will be just reporting my plants, propagating my plants, and at the same time telling you the story about my sister's birthday, how everything went, what we did, all the funny adventures with the footage obviously. And also this weekend we went to the first training session with Yakari, so I will also include that. So probably let me introduce the plants that I will be reporting / propagating in this video, and then we'll jump into the story. I have 4 plants to work today on. First off, I have this overgrown philodendron brandtian. It's on the screen, but this is a beautiful plant that I actually received from one of you. I love this plant so much, love this beautiful silverish foliage, but I left it a little bit too long in the simple sphagnum moss. So what I want to do, I want to propagate it once again and then plant it later when it will have more roots. So I'll have a a bushy plant in one singular pot. So the plan is to cut it in pieces today and put it into the moss. And then I also have euphorbia leuconera seedlings that I want to repot today. One of them is pretty big, another one is so much smaller, and I think this is because this pot dries out so quickly. I need to water it maybe 3 times a week, and that's a bit too much. So I just want to repot it into this beautiful terracotta pot, aged terracotta pot, which is a huge plus. And I'm already making a mess, of course. But yeah, I want to plant it in here. It will look so cute, isn't it? I also have this Epipremnum skeleton key. Very beautiful plant. It's actually growing so much. Look at this root system, right? It's going nuts. So what I want to do, I want to take it out of this pot, play a little bit with roots, and then planted it once again in aged beautiful terracotta pot because I wanted to put it on my shelf where I will be able to see it in all of my videos in my other room. Instead of just putting it in this beautiful, not as beautiful see-through pot, I want to have it in a little bit more, aesthetic pot. And also it's a little bit longer, and I can tell that this plant have roots that are a little bit more on the bottom and not using the space around, closer to the plant itself. So I will work on that as well. Sorry if you can hear my puppies running and playing. And lastly, what I want to do, I want to plant my cacti cuttings that I cut 2 months ago, and I left them on my windowsill to die, to be honest. So I propagated them when Rocky was still alive, and then Rocky passed away a couple days later, and I did not care. I really did not care and thought if you want to survive, you will. If not, it's your problem. And you know what? These cuttings survived. They actually were on this windowsill for 2 months. And during this 2 months period, they started to lean a little bit towards the sun. I'll take it on the spoon, right? So they started to lean towards the sun if you look into the shape of it, right? And also they started to grow roots. So they tried to grow in this windowsill. Focus, wait. You see? All throughout the edge of this cacti, on all of these cuttings are growing roots. Look at this one. Oh. Wait. So they dry out, really wrinkled a lot, but they are still alive. Have these beautiful roots. and I think they're ready to go to the soil. I am so much better right now in my headspace, so you know what, I thought, okay, you survived, I get the signals, you'll go into the pot. So these are 4 plants that I will be working on today. Without further ado, I will put you a little bit lower so you'll see my table and plants instead of my face, because nobody cares about that today, right? And let's get started with repotting and also with chatting about this weekend. Okay. Alright, here we go. Bam shabam. So probably I will start with euphorbia. Okay, so let's get into the footage. This Saturday we actually started with Yakari's training session, and here is a little clip of me telling you more about it. We are taking only Yakari to the personal trainer. We'll go to the trainer to have a little lesson together, because Yakari actually started to be very reactive to other pups, and whenever we're going outside, I mean, we live in this huge apartment building area filled with dogs and people, and he loves people, but whenever he sees other dogs he starts to bark, and we want to change that. So today we're going to a personal trainer. We'll have a lesson together, but we'll wait for us at home. So we'll have this lesson, then we'll come back home, hang out a little bit with both of our puppies, and then we will go ahead to celebrate my sister's birthday. So Lena actually on the 19th of July turned 22 years old, which is, it looks like not that long ago I was that young, you know. But it should be so much fun. We'll take my mom, we'll take Lena, my fiance will join us. So we'll have lots of fun, lots of time with my family, with my puppies. So definitely video filled with action. Long story short, let's go to the lesson and then we'll proceed to the rest of the stuff. So let's go. So what happened, we picked a rented car. It's called CTP service here in Lithuania, and it's pretty useful, especially when our car is broken half of the year at least. Went on a drive pretty far away from our home, and we went to this training session. And at first it wasn't the easiest ride. The trainer was actually with her own dog, and just like I mentioned, Yakari is pretty reactive dog. So we were looking, you know, at how the situation is, how it's going, and later on this trainer taught us how to work with this kind of problem and what kind of tricks to use whenever we see a dog outside and all of that. And the session itself actually went so great, I loved it. And then we had to go home, but when we left the training session, our rented car was gone. So here's a little bit more on that. Oh my gosh, guys, you have no idea what a day it's been. At first we went to the lesson, Yakari was barking at this dog, but we actually, in this very same lesson, it was about 1.5 hours long, we already managed to see the progress. He already was curious about this dog and everything went fine. But obviously there always should be but, right? I mean, this is the story of my life. But anyway, we actually rented a car to go to the spot, to this training session, and we left this car in the parking lot and somebody else rented it while we still was on the lesson. So when we left the lesson, there was no car for us waiting, and of course we did not have any internet access, and we also had no money on our card so we could call somebody like cab. So all we could do actually was to go on feet, and it was about 8 kilometers walk, if I am not wrong, and it was intense. It's so hot today. It's, you know, that heat when it's not dry hot, but it's like moistly hot. Like, oh my gosh, you know that heat before rain? So this is the one that we had today. We're still having it. So my fiance right now is at the barber shop, and I was in the shower and, you know, prepared myself for the party, but I'm not feeling good at all. I feel like I'm gonna throw up and pass out at the same time, but I will try to put myself together. Today is a celebration of my sister and I don't want to ruin it, and that's what sisters do, right? They do not poop the party. So I'll try to put myself together. Both of the puppies are actually napping since it's very hot. They snacked on some ice cubes of water and right now chilling, and all is left to do is go ahead, wait for my fiance, grab my mom and sister in a cab, and we'll go ahead and go to celebrate. So join us on this celebration. We took care of the cart. Right now we'll be able to call somebody and have internet access, so everything should be fine from now on, if only I will feel good. So fingers crossed, and let's go celebrate. So as you can tell, the start of this Saturday wasn't very easy. Okay, before going into my sister's party, look at this. So I already repotted this beautiful euphorbia, and look how fabulous it looks. It's so cute, so tiny. I love seedlings of other plants, especially since I grew this plant out of the seed accidentally, which is a bonus, right? Right now I wanna plant cacti into this pot that I had from my euphorbias. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay, so the birthday of my sister. We started it off with picking up my sister and mom with a cab, and we went on a ride. And the plan was to go to the trampolines space first, but since I was not feeling too hot, I was feeling really hot and weak, and my mom as well wasn't feeling too good, so we decided to skip this part of a birthday and went directly to the restaurant to have a nice lunch together, a couple drinks, and just hang out at first. So give me more Diana, so give me more Diana, so give me more, so give me more, so give me more Diana.
Got the...
Okay, so planting this cacti isn't the easiest task, but I think I'm doing pretty great. Alright, I am done with cacti, so I planted all 4 of them into this pot. After watering it, the soil will go a little bit lower into the pot and everything will be fine. So this is the progress for this plant so far. Alright, so right now I will be proceeding with my skeleton key. Once again, such a beautiful plant. It looks so simple, but at the same time so cute and different, and I love it. But back to the birthday. So the next stop was to go to the golf, and we do not have golf courts here in Vilnius. Close to us there are some more further away from the city, but since we do not have a car and did not want to risk with a rented car, we decided to go to a mini golf. And that was so much fun actually. We just laughed a lot, did some nonsense, and it was such a good time. Here is some clips from that. Guess what? I won the mini golf together with my mom. We both are in the first place. Agnes is of course in the last and Lena is in the third. Boom. Okay, I'm getting a little bit... Oh, almost there. Oh, got it. Okay. Wow. This actually looks so happy. So nice. Okay. Look at this quirky root system. I'll try to separate the roots where it has this, like ring shape, so it will grow more throughout the pot and not just in circles. And as I will be separating the roots, let's get into the third stage of the party, which was bar. So since we finished mini golfing, it was already 9 p.m. I think, and this shopping mall that we were at was working only till 10 p.m. so we had 1 hour left, and we decided to go ahead into the iBar and grab a couple drinks. It's actually a pretty cool bar because you can go ahead and pour drinks for yourself as much as you want. If you don't feel like having a full pint, you can taste different beers for like 100 milliliters or even less. So it was actually a pretty cool experience. That's when the heat and alcohol started to work on us. We were having so much good time. We were joking around. We were actually alone in this bar, so it was even cooler because since the weather was so good this weekend, I think a lot of people were more near to the lakes and the nature and stuff like that. So we had this whole bar to ourselves, and that felt pretty cool if you ask me. And then since the desserts and pizza already were out, we decided to go ahead to the McDonald's. That actually was my sister's idea. She said that she was hungry and the thing that she wanted to do was to go to McDonald's. And since it was her birthday, of course we did it. So let's go to McDonald's. Okay, so it seems like we're not finishing the night off right now. We just went out of the bar, had a couple pints of beer and going to the McDonald's to because Lana says she wants to. We'll grab some snacks. Ayo! And we're a little bit tipsy. Guys, don't think anything wrong. This is non-alcoholic beer.
Non-alcoholic.
Ginger beer, non-alcoholic. We're nice peasants. Look at
Mes dar čia pasėdėsim dabar.
Okay, little timeout. I actually am done with the skeleton key, so I uncurled all of the roots and right now they're ready to go to the new pot and have the crazy life out there. So right now I'll put the soil into this beautiful aged terracotta pot and plant it out there. So let me put this plant aside for now. Okay. I actually am so happy with this plant. It's growing so nicely and it seems pretty happy in my home, which makes me pretty happy. After riding the cab to our home and going back home to our puppies, we thought that we will pick our puppies and then go with puppies into the spot in our neighborhood where you can sit outside. But you know what, we actually felt so tired and did not want it to be even more drunk and get in any troubles, because late at night in our neighborhood isn't a very safe place. So we decided to take our puppies and walk my mom and sister back home, then came back home and went directly to sleep. So that's how wild night ended. It was actually so much fun. Okay, so I'm tightening this rope and here is my skeleton key. Look at this cutie. It looks perfect in the spot. I am so happy with my choice. Whenever I choose an aged terracotta pot, I think it gives such a nice character to the plant itself. It looks like from the Victorian era or from some very old time or maybe very old movie, and I love the way it looks. And last plant left to do is to propagate my Brandtianum, and this one will be so much easier to do than the others. Oh, I also have the label. Bam. Gorgeous. Okay, so last plant, philodendron. I have my scissors. I mean pruners. Are these pruners? Probably not. I don't know. I have prepared a mouse in the Ziploc bag, so this will be a perfect condition for all of these cuttings. Without further ado, what I want to do, there is no big science in here. I will try to propagate. You know what? Let's just do it. So I'm cutting obviously in between the nodes, like so. Here is the node with a little bit of aerial root growing out of it. Here's cutting number 2. Beautiful, gorgeous, nice. I actually will let them dry for about an hour and only then put them in the sphagnum mold, so they'll have a little bit of time to callus. They actually smell delicious when you cut them. Fun fact. Okay, more. Some of them will be just wet sticks, and actually I saw that Harley G just takes out this non-existent leaf, so I'll do the same because she's the queen and she knows what she's doing probably. Right? If this goes wrong, let's all put the guilt on the Harley. Just kidding. Simple wet sticks. I really hope these will work out because I want to have a beautiful full plant. Since all of these leaves are so cute, I think after putting them into normal soil, they'll be looking so much better and the leaves will be so much bigger. Oh my gosh, so cute. They actually smell so good, what the heck? Okay, more. Like so. Bam shabam, taking off this dead leaf parts. This one is also a goner, so just taking it off. Okay, and that's it. So I'm leaving this plant like so. Very cute, very adorable. It actually have a decent root system, but right now I won't be doing anything with it. Let it grow, right? And then I have a bunch of cuttings out here. See? Like lots and lots of them. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let them dry for at least an hour, maybe a couple hours. So it will depend how busy I'll be today. Probably very busy, so we'll see. And then I'll put it into the Ziploc bag, close it so it will be moist all of the time inside and it should be happy. And soon I will do repotting and updates and all of that. So this is probably where I will finish my video. I really hope to enjoy this little hangout with me, do some plant chores and at the same time chat about fun events in my life. Should we call it like that? I'm not sure. But all in all, thank you so much for watching, and before leaving you, let me teach you another language lesson. And since it was my sister's birthday, let me teach you how to say birthday. So if you want to say birthday in Lithuanian, you need to say gimtadienis. Once again, gimtadienis. And if you want to say birthday in Russian, you need to say день рождения. Once again, день рождения. And that's it. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a good time. We hang out a bit. Maybe you had a hot cocoa or coffee and just, you know, chilled out a bit with myself. Like a little date night, right? But anywho, thank you so much for watching. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video and want to see more plant related and my life related videos. And hopefully I'll see you in my next one.